The story of China's fostered child brides reveals a tragic intersection of cultural, social, and political pressures. From the 1970s to the 1990s, China's one-child policy and the cultural preference for sons led many families to abandon or give up female infants, believing sons would provide greater financial stability and carry on the family lineage. These abandoned girls were often taken in by foster families, particularly in the Puqian region of Fujian province. However, many of these foster arrangements came with a disturbing condition. These girls were expected to grow up and marry their foster brothers, transforming them from foster children into prearranged brides. In Puqian and similar regions, this practice of fostering girls was driven by a cultural and financial logic. For the foster families, adopting a girl for a low fee and raising her as a future bride for a son provided a means to secure a daughter-in-law without the traditional and often expensive dowry system. Rather than seeing these girls as daughters, some families viewed them as assets, future wives who would fulfill familial and societal expectations without the need for expensive marriage arrangements. Growing up, many of these girls did not realize the circumstances of their adoptions or the expectations placed on them. They were often treated differently from biological children, their status within the family lower and more precarious. When they came of age, many were pressured or forced into marrying the very boys they had grown up considering brothers. For some, this arrangement brought confusion, a feeling of entrapment, and an acute sense of isolation, as their identity and personal agency had been compromised from childhood. Now adults, many of these women are questioning their past, searching for answers about their origins, and seeking justice or acknowledgement of the exploitation they endured. Some of these women are reaching out to biological families, navigating a painful journey of discovery that often includes confronting the reasons they were abandoned. Additionally, they are challenging the practice of commodifying children and forcing them into life-defining roles without their consent. The documentary Daughters of Puqian, produced by Channel News Asia, provides a close look at the stories of these women. Through their voices, viewers learn of the emotional scars left by their upbringing and the courage required to confront a system that treated them as second-class members of society. The documentary explores their journey for closure, whether by reuniting with biological families, confronting foster families, or sharing their stories to bring awareness to an under-discussed chapter in Chinese society. Beyond the personal stories, this phenomenon speaks to the broader impact of the one-child policy, which, coupled with a preference for male children, has created complex social issues that resonate across generations. The ripple effects of these policies persist today as the women involved confront their traumatic past and strive for self-determination, highlighting the resilience of those who seek to rewrite the narratives imposed upon them.